Welcome back to this fabulous channel. Welcome back to the City of Sin. If you are new to the channel or stopping in for your first time, my name is Ryan. I will be your host for all of these epic adventures, but today we are here in Sin City. We are going to take a strip walk for you on the outside of all these casinos. Right now we're over by the Venetian Hotel and Casino, and we will make our way down southbound. So there's a few things that I'm going to discuss with you since we are here at this stoplight. First of all being upcoming trip and content updates. So remember, Patreon subscribers, you guys will always be first to know of any upcoming trips and any updates as far as new content coming out for the channel. So I appreciate all of your support. Right now I'm actively looking for times that will work to come out and enjoy the fabulous City of Sin. So when that happens, I will certainly let you know. And the second thing that I wanted to talk about is the new GoPro Hero 8. So I've had a lot of people ask me what kind of camera equipment I use. So right now I'm using the GoPro Karma Grip, and I'm also using the Hero 6 to film today and all of these adventures here for you. Now, I do have the new Hero 8, but I have a love and hate relationship with it. So I'll explain the things that I love about it first. Some of the things that I love is it has awesome still photo ability. The stabilization with boost is pretty insane. If you ask me, just for a standalone, just by holding the camera by hand, it's actually incredibly well. Also the future ability for a front-facing screen. I know this is one thing that I've always hated about GoPros, but it's pretty easy because it has such a wide angle lens. It's pretty much just hold the camera right at your face, look into the little fisheye, and pretty much if you do that, you'll be squared up in the shot. It usually wasn't that big of a problem, but there were some times where it was a little off-centered and it did look a little bit goofy, and that's the reason for it being. Now the reason why I say future ability is because right now the front screen attachment thing for the Hero 8 is currently not out. But some of the things I hate about this is the stabilization with boost is not available at 4K at 60 frames per second. You can only do it at 30 frames per second. Also, you cannot use the gimbal with the Hero 8. It's only the Hero 5, the Hero 6, and the Hero 7 that are compatible with GoPro's Karma Grip, which, if you ask me, is completely stupid. Why they would say that this camera cancels out the gimbal. Now, like I said, the stabilization with boost does a really, really good job, but it is not on par with what I like with that butter, silky, smooth footage that you all love and appreciate. Also, one of the things I hate is that everything requires the media mod. So if you do not plan on getting the media mod, you need that for anything else to work. So just an FYI. Also, they try and nickel and dime you with all the mods being $79.99. But if you have GoPro Plus, you can get half off the accessories, so that kind of works as your advantage. So just heads up for that. So my uses for the Hero 8, I'll probably use that as like a daily vlog setup for stuff like this. I'm still going to keep the gimbal and the Hero 6s as kind of this daily strip walk, kind of inside and out of the casinos. But I'm really bummed that the Hero 8 isn't compatible with the GoPro Karma Grip. Like, that is the one thing that upsetted me the most, is that they thought that this would just replace the gimbal altogether and that you wouldn't need it. And I've compared the two. They are pretty close in comparison, but if you ask me, the gimbal takes it hands down every time. But anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to mention a few of those things, so thank you for bearing with me if you did. But we are here in fabulous Las Vegas right now. Since the sun has gone down, it is a little bit bearable. Like I said, it is so incredibly hot out that you pretty much don't want to do anything unless it's evening or dusk, just like it is right now, because it is too damn hot during the day to go off and explore. but right now we are on the outside of Harrah's. We are making our way southbound down Las Vegas Boulevard. Over to the right is the Caesars Forum Shops. They are currently open, so if you want to check that out, you certainly can. The wine and spirits store for Caesars is over there on the left, as well as the daiquiri bar. So if you want to check out those yard tall drinks, they have them right over there. They also do have the Monorail Station, which you can find inside of Harrah's on the second floor. So if you're looking for that, just go up by ask where Toby Keith's I Love This Bar is, and it's pretty much right over by Toby Keith's. Just keep going up a little bit and then you'll see the Monorail Station is pretty much right over by the parking garage and stuff like that. So pretty close to all of those areas if you want to check it out. This sign, I'm not sure if that is new or if this is something that has been here for a while. I don't recall seeing this because usually I always come around by Carnival Court coming out of Harrah's and go into the Link. I really don't mess around with the Horseshoe. But this is going to be something that we're going to do a little bit differently on this adventure. We're going to take the outside and not go inside of these casinos and go down Las Vegas Boulevard. So we will get to enjoy all of the glitz, all of the glamour that the outside of the strip has to offer with all of the lights as it slowly becomes evening here in the fabulous city of Sin. So up over on my left, you can go into Harrah's that way. Straight ahead is the Carnival Court. The Carnival Court is currently open, so if you want to check out the Carnival Court, you certainly can. Link, like I said, has one of my favorite entrances of all when you walk in. It's pretty sweet. It kind of reminds me of the Cosmopolitan in the lobby with those glass pillars or whatever. Those things are pretty sweet as well. It's really freaky when they have the body or the lady pressing up against the glass and stuff. It's really, really freaky when that one goes on. But the Link, they always have some pretty cool ones. I like the blue one that they have. They have like a gold one that's pretty cool to see as well. This Harrah's sign is actually pretty sweet as well. I like these LED signs. The unfortunate part is when you're driving, they are super, super bright. They will blind the hell out of you when you're trying to drive down Las Vegas Boulevard, so it is kind of an inconvenience, but it's one of those things that you learn to deal with if you're taking Las Vegas Boulevard. Most of us, if you're smart anyway, will try and avoid Las Vegas Boulevard. It is nothing fun to drive down. I mean, it is for a video or two, but other than that, it is kind of a pain in the ass with all the traffic. There are much better routes to take than Las Vegas Boulevard, but if you want to check this out, it is certainly fun. But if you are taking a taxi, I would recommend taking Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis. Also, you can take Koval as well. Do not take the freeway, and if you go underneath in the tunnel, you basically got screwed. So just keep that in mind if you're a tourist. Do not take the tunnel. Tell your taxi cab driver that specifically. If you're taking the tunnel, you got screwed because they're taking you the long way around the freeway. They say it will be faster because they're going to take the freeway, but it's not faster because they're going down to the 215 to catch I-15 and head that way. When if they would have just went the back way down Koval, it would have been a hell of a lot quicker and a lot cheaper. So just to give you a heads up, don't get ripped off by some of the taxi cab drivers here in Vegas. I've seen it happen far too many times. I've heard it happen to a bunch of friends. So just wanted to give you that little tip and trick here in Las Vegas. Like I shared with you some other tips and tricks how to get free parking downtown. So I will share some of those in some upcoming adventures with you guys as well when I focus specifically more in the downtown area and kind of check this out. Like I said, normally we go left here. We're going to stay outside. We're going to stay over by Margaritaville. We're going to work our way down south on Las Vegas Boulevard, make our way over towards MGM if we ever get that far. I don't know if I'm going to make it that far since we started a little bit further down than we normally do. Started down at the Venetian today instead of starting at Harrah's. So we are doing a little bit longer from the north end perspective of the strip. I know everyone wants to see the full strip, it is kind of a pain in the ass to find some place to park. Walk up half the strip, walk all the way down the strip, then walk back the other half to find wherever you parked. The best thing right now is, fortunately, parking is free, so it doesn't matter if you're parking at Caesars, it doesn't matter if you are parking at MGM. That is the beautiful part about Las Vegas right now, is they are not charging resort fees. They are not charging you to park. So that is absolutely awesome. Although if you held a high enough Players Club card status, you didn't need to pay for parking anyway. I don't quite have that yet at Caesars, but I do at MGM. So I'm kind of working on that just so I can get free parking pretty much everywhere here in Las Vegas is the goal. But right now we are kind of making our way right over by the Bird Bar. I've actually been there, pretty decent place. Drinks are a little bit expensive, but overall the atmosphere is awesome. They do have little misters and stuff, so if you decide to sit on the outside patio, you can enjoy the misters and things like that. Entrance into the Flamingo Casino floor is over on my left, followed by their fabulous wine and spirits section. If you want to check that out, you can certainly do that. Like I said, this is kind of like one of those essential shops, so bear in mind, beers are a little bit overpriced. Save yourself some money, check out CVS, check out Walgreens. They pretty much have the same thing as far as beer, assortment and everything like that for a fraction of the price. So always keep that in mind when you're here in Vegas. Check those out, get your beer, water, snacks, accessories. The essential shop will definitely have all of that stuff for you, but at a much higher marked up price, so that unfortunately sucks. But what is awesome is this entrance up here to the Flamingo. I love this lighting up on Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard. If you're actually on pedestrian sky bridge over there and making your way to Caesars Entertainment, you can hang out on that bridge and get some good shots of the Flamingo with that all lit up at night. It's pretty sweet. I did get a few shots of this lit up, which I'll probably play at the end of this video. I may or may not have used that one before already, but it is a pretty cool clip nevertheless. And I absolutely love the Flamingo. It is one of the iconic hotel and casinos here in Las Vegas. It's been in Vegas forever, since the 60s and even before that. So it's one of those places that have been here forever. Same with Caesars. Caesars has been here forever too, literally in the same spot since like the 70s or 60s or something like that. So that's pretty crazy in and of itself. I mean, Las Vegas changes from time to time. Everything that you see in the city will change from, I mean, year to year, and even sometimes month to month, how quickly everything in this city seems to change from time to time. But right now, this intersection that we are approaching is Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard. The Cromwell, unfortunately, is currently closed, but it should be reopened very, very soon. And probably it will be open by the time this video probably even gets posted. So it may or may not already be open, so definitely check. Especially with COVID-19, be sure to check the hours of operation. Be sure to call ahead with any of these places if you're planning on checking out any place in particular. I would highly recommend calling, making sure that they are open, and checking what the hours of operation are, because some of these places, they say they are open for 24 hours a day, when in fact that is not necessarily the case. I went to a place that was supposed to be 24 hours the other day, and it was indeed closed at like 11:30 or midnight. So be sure to call ahead, check those things out, check the website. A lot of those places post updated things on the website. Unfortunately, Google is not always the most accurate, but you can certainly use that as a reference if you would like. Right now we are crossing our way over Flamingo, and we are going to be headed down in front of Bally's. Right now Bally's is currently closed, but by the time this is posted it'll probably be open, so definitely check that as well. Right now, Paris is actually open, so it'll probably be a little bit busier down there. Some of these shops in front of Bally's are indeed open, so that's kind of cool to see that everything is starting to open up in this fabulous city of Sin. Paris and Bally's do have a monorail entrance, which is in the back as well. So if you want to check that out for the Las Vegas Monorail, this one on this side of the boulevard you actually do have to pay for. It is not too terribly expensive. If you do it, I would recommend doing the 24-hour pass. Don't do just the one trip thing, just do the 24-hour pass. And usually if you do like a 2 or 3 day, it's pretty decent. So that will take you all the way from MGM all the way up to the West Gate, which is kind of cool. Like I said, you do have to pay for that. There is a free one if you go over to the Bellagio. That will take you over to Aria and the Crystal shops, and it will take you to Park MGM. From there, you would have to walk down to Excalibur, and then that will take you to Mandalay Bay. There's one that will run from Mandalay Bay over to the Luxor. So if you want to check those two out on the other side of the strip, those are actually free, which is kind of cool. So if you want to check out some of those shops that I mentioned over on the left-hand side, they are open. Wahlburgers is actually open, so if you want to check that out, you certainly can. CVS Pharmacy straight ahead is open, and so is the Walgreens a little bit further ahead here, which I will show you, or we may or may not make it that far. I don't know exactly how far we're gonna go. I parked at Paris, so I'm gonna walk down this way. Like I said, I already walked a pretty good venture up north and continued our way southbound right now. Right now we're outside of the Bellagio. Bellagio's on the other side of the strip, but right now the water show's not going, so nothing cool to check out over there. We'll make our way down here towards Paris, Las Vegas. That will be on my left-hand side. I've actually stayed at Paris, but it's actually been over 3 years now. I can't believe it. I was looking at the calendar the other day and looking at some of the old videos on when I posted that, and I couldn't believe the amount of time that has passed since we stayed there. So that might have to be something that we'll update. I did check with Caesars and my Caesars Entertainment, and I actually have comps to stay anywhere that I want at Caesars and anywhere that I want with MGM. So both are up for grabs on wherever I want. So I don't know if I want to stay again at Paris and check it out, or if I want to go over to Caesars Palace and check out Caesars Palace, because that's always been a place that I wanted to check out. But the offer of being free is incredibly enticing. So I don't know exactly where I want to go. There are a few options with MGM as well. I have yet to stay at the Aria. I do have a free offer to stay at the Aria, so that might be one that the wife and I will have to check out. But I think this next time we may have to check out Caesars Entertainment and stay at probably Caesars Palace or maybe Paris. I don't know. I'll put up a poll in the top right-hand section right now, so if you guys want to make an option or a poll where we should stay, this will probably be Caesars properties. I'll throw up a few properties that you can poll right now in the top right-hand corner, so if you want to do that, click on that. Make your suggestion on what you would like to see here in the fabulous city of Sin, or where we should stay on the next adventure. Over to my left is the Hex Kitchen and Bar at Paris. It is pretty decent from what my friend had recommended. I have yet to try it out myself. Like I said, my list of things to try in the city ever expands, but my time always seems to be extremely limited when I'm out in this fabulous city. So not everything always goes according to plan, not everything always gets accomplished or completed, but there will always be the next time and the next adventure to come out here and enjoy the fabulous city of Sin and everything that it has to offer. And of course, like always, I always get stuck on this red light. It is inevitable I think every time I walk down this boulevard, it is always green for people to go from Paris and always red for me to walk. So I always look over to Bellagio, and sure as shit, the fountains are actually going off when I'm on the exact opposite side and I have time. But we should be able to go here pretty soon. They're now getting red, so I should turn walk soon anyway, so I'm walking. Bellagio has the fountains going off. Music and everything is incredibly loud, so I'm glad I'm not over there getting a copyright strike for that right now, as we continue our fabulous walk down south of Las Vegas Boulevard here. So if you want to check out Cabo Wabo, that is actually open. Some of the Miracle Mile shops are indeed open. Not all have returned back to normal, but some of them may have since the posting, or since the filming of this video, I should say, because it does take me some time to edit these videos, so I do apologize if some of these things that we're talking about aren't exactly up to date or things like that, and if you are wondering, that is why. So I hope you understand and enjoy what we do here for you on this awesome channel, but we always have things to discuss, things to enjoy on these fabulous strip walks. But right now we are making our way down towards Planet Hollywood. Unfortunately, during the filming of this video, Planet Hollywood is unfortunately closed, so we are unable to go check out that awesome hotel and casino. I definitely want to stay there as well. It is on the bucket list of things to do, but not necessarily always get accomplished. So like I said, that might be one that I will put up in the option for you to vote on and to see what you would like to see filmed here in fabulous Las Vegas. But anyway, I am not sure how much farther I want to walk down this boulevard. Like I said, I parked at Paris here in Las Vegas this evening, so I will probably make my way back up that way here in a little bit. But I always wanted to say a huge thank you to all the Patreon supporters. Without your help, this wouldn't be possible. Like I said, the Patreon supporters will always get upcoming content and trip updates before anybody else, so make sure you subscribe to Patreon if you haven't already done so. A huge thank you to all of you for all of your time in watching these videos, and thank you for all your support over the years in helping build and grow this channel. Be sure to share this with your friends and family. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed today's content. Subscribe if you have not already done so, but you all already know who I am. My name is Ryan here in fabulous Las Vegas. Until next time, my friends.